good?
How y'all feeling, man? Today's motivational hymn goes to all those football players that came out last 7 on, and then they know their best. You feel me? You came out, you wet the bed, and you came out. You feel me? Y'all wasn't fully prepared like y'all thought y'all was.
Well, hold on. Say it again, bro. I think the music was too loud. Go ahead. Say what you said.
I said this motivational hymn goes out to all the football players that came out last 7 on that. You know what I mean? They didn't come out fully prepared. They kind of wet the bed, you know. Get back in your bag, you feel me? Go get in the lab, get back in your duffel, get your team connected, you feel me? So y'all can start working together and get y'all chemistry up, you feel me? I mean, because when you come to a Lisbon event, you feel me? It's real grown man football, so you got to be prepared and be ready to compete. You know what I mean? You talking about guys from all kind of levels. So when you come out there not prepared, it's gonna show. So get in your lap, you feel me? If that mean doing some ladders, you feel me, to get your feet under you, do that. And that mean catching some passes, you feel me, from your quarterback, do that. If that mean linking up with your team, getting like a quick little workout in so y'all can get some plays, some chemistry down, do that. You know what I mean? Because nothing worse than losing games back to back to back. Nothing worse than going out there getting embarrassed. Nothing worse than going out there and just losing, just being dominated. You feel me? That's the worst feeling ever, no matter what sport you play. So take it serious. This ain't for fun. It's real life. Get in your duffel. Perfect your craft. Get better. Build that team chemistry. And come out next 7 on better than ever, you feel me? Because I lace up, we compete. That's the name of the game. I don't care where you from, who you know, where you played at, how many stars by your name. We compete. And that shows every time we come out there. So whenever we come out there, we're ready to compete. All I got to say to y'all, man, I hope y'all ice up, kids, and see y'all next time. We out.
Niggas still had an extra ligament.
Hey, when he said that shit, they used to believe that.
They legit.
That's some flavor on this shit, though.
That's some deep south shit.
Yeah. I got an extra calf muscle. No, he doesn't.
There's only one way you could be faster than me, because I'm the fastest in this town.
Slow ass white nigga, think you fast.
Yeah, fucking relax.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, no way.
No way. Let's get into. We got pop culture. YK Osiris.
The Fight Club. Hey. So he put up on a young Blueface.
Blueface, baby.
At his crib. You know what I mean? They call little friendly boxing bouts.
Boxing bout.
Boxing bouts. You feel me?
Trying to assimilate?
Yes. In the backyard.
Yes.
And on Blueface's artificial turf. I can't front. He got him. He got Blueface a couple times at the start.
Nah, like once.
And then after that, Blueface, that reach just started killing them. He was just tagging them. So
he caught him a couple times, and they was just bouncing around. Really, I liked it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, so this look like kind of like a fade. You know what I mean? It looked closer to a fade than most of the other stuff. Like Tory Lanez, looked like Tory Lanez just kind of just rushed him and started.
Tory Lanez dominated.
But this one though, they was slowing down.
They was outside each other. You feel me? Yeah.
You can tell Blueface is kind of bullshit with him a little bit until y'all tagged at first.
And then he got serious.
Turned.
That's how it be though. You slap out, you
I'm
get
not
serious.
playing anymore.
Now it's right.
You hit me too hard, nigga.
Yeah, so the fight tour continues. Who's he have next?
He had Lil Uzi Vert. That was supposed to happen this weekend, actually.
Who wants to fight Lil Uzi Vert?
Hey, look, I don't know, but hey, apparently YK does. Cause
he's a military kid.
Gee.
Didn't him and Richard Kid have some shit going on for a little minute back?
Oh yeah, and he jumped.
Yeah, he jumped over the counter. It was so.
This is athletic.
He was on the lookout for Rich.
Yeah.
He chased him down in the coffee shop or something.
On site. You saw Richard Kid's rap. So I remember that. Yeah, so Lil Uzi, he don't play.
Lil Uzi is a military brat. Lil Uzi is not gonna play with you, YK. Like YK, your hands is alright. You know what I mean? I give him, solid 6.
Yeah, he be swinging wild.
7 type. But I mean, look, bro, you know how to fight though. That's the thing.
He can defend himself.
I really feel like Uzi finna just come out on some. I'm really trying to beat your ass, nigga.
Yeah.
You seen that? He was boxing. He had a video 5, 6 years ago. He was boxing, but we never know though, man. Maybe he can't fight. We gonna see. I'm interested because I like these fights.
Yeah.
Honestly, I look forward to seeing every week who YK finna fight.
I am interested though, in a weird way, low key though.
It's like little pull-ups, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We pull up on them. He'd be like, "What's up?" You bring the gloves.
Let's go. Let's do it.
He got gloves.
And it's fun. It's better than actually beefing and like doing some stupid shit. So, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to YK. And YK was also just at a Black Lives Matter protest this past week. So shout out to YK.
Okay.
So far, YK and Tory Lanez, y'all went in the quarantine.
For sure.
YK, okay, and also he fought. I just saw the fight between YK and Designer.
Yeah. Designer
could fight.
Designer got a
Designer could fight. I didn't know. I didn't know it was like that, but Designer could fight.
He
bro.
got a mono. You don't know how fast he
and Designer bigger too. Like the weight classes is not really the same.
They're not gonna fight on a boxing match.
He got the length on him and he was just quick. And plus Designer, man, he rapped like a crackhead. So I mean he got crackhead speed. So
you expected this?
Yeah, I kinda did. He was gonna rush it. It was one of them things. It was one of them Tory Lanez things, bro. You see Tory Lanez? Tory Lanez get up on you quick, he don't play with you.
Tory Lanez really trying to fight. Like he really trying to like knock your head off.
Yeah. Ain't no size up just rushing you. That's it.
Ain't no jabs.
So what's up? Y'all getting in a fight with YK Osiris? What's his weakness? What we trying to do?
His lack of
working.
Lack of length. Because I mean, I don't think he's that tall. I think he
yeah, he looks smaller. Everybody fights.
Yeah, but then he has been fighting Blueface with like 6'2", 6'3". Yeah, Designer like 6'2".
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's not short, but I would say from video, I'll probably say length and just try to be. I'm not no boxer, but I try to be disciplined. You gotta. Cause I noticed he'll get a little wild. Like after maybe like 15 seconds, it's just like all right.
He's jumping into it.
Yeah, he just swinging and he falling all over the place. Yeah. So, yeah.
Money.
Use his
you
aggression.
missed the Fight Club, nigga.
Use his aggression against him. You feel me? He gonna come wild, dodge, bop tag him again.
Bop tag him. That's not how a fight goes.
Hey, if somebody come on wild, they just start swinging and
wild,
you see it. Yeah.
I'ma dodge, bop tag him.
Yeah,
it never goes like that. The big old bro.
The energy get involved. Your adrenaline get rushing, nigga. You start looking like YK. Like,
you just be on some nigga. You be on 1,000%.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When you get in a fight, bro, them first 5 seconds, I got 200% of energy, nigga.
You got everything for sure.
Nigga, I can run anywhere.
Overdrive.
I can keep swinging and nigga. After like about
20 seconds about that.
15 seconds, nigga. I'm tired as hell. I'm tired. I'm like, damn, nigga.
We still going.
Keep it a buck. Once you pass the 30-second mark in a fight, you just on fumes at that
30
point.
seconds. Is somebody not on the ground yet?
Yeah. Y'all,
haymakers are being thrown.
Hey, I'm trying to kill it.
Y'all just
somebody gotta go down.
All over the place.
And it's not me.
Yeah.
It's just will at that point.
Yeah, it's pure willpower at that point.
I would just hate to be in, They fights never get like, tackling and shit. Usually at the end of the tire fight, one nigga decides, I'm just gonna spear you.
Right.
Nigga, we fighting on the ground now. Ground and pound.
That's it, ground and pound.
Ground and pound, buddy.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
but with this match, these matches, they only fight with boxing gloves. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate that fact. And then also I noticed Blueface and YK Osiris kind of had two different versions of the film. And one of the versions of the film, I really saw Blueface get caught in the first. He
got caught. First. He got everyone. But
in the other video, I really couldn't tell. I thought he just like.
It was from the back.
His head didn't move very much.
The angles be doing everything. I'm telling you.
I'm appreciating these angles. Shout out to all the homies that pull up to the fights.
All the homies with the phones out.
The
entourage.
Yeah, and the homie that said watch the glass too. That's amazing. Cause like last month, his baby moms broke all that glass.
Hey, all that.
So he know. Yeah. Just put them pains in there. Hey, back up. Fernando's just here.
Hey, he just left. Don't touch it. Come
Watch
on now.
the fuck out, YK.
Glue still drawing. Come on now, stop playing.
Let's also get into Reebok, man. You want to talk to us? Well, actually, let's talk about this Pornhub thing. It's probably fake.
Fake news.
Man,
fake news.
Pornhub, man, it was somebody lied, dog.
You sound pissed.
You sound like really upset.
So Pornhub, it was like a little post from Urban News, the Instagram page. Pornhub said that they stand with the black community in their efforts to get justice. And from June 6th to June 12th, they're only going to show Ebony.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
They lied.
They lied.
It's not fucking accurate. Don't lie to us like that. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Ain't no cheese in that burger, dog. Why y'all lying?
Why they play us like that?
I thought we wasn't going to do the research.
Come on, bro. You thought he wasn't gonna
I really be on that site.
Come on, bro.
Hey, look, bro. Whoever did that Photoshop is sick because it looks just like it.
Hey, I'm talking about the website header and everything.
Talking about the orange font.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah, I had to do real research. I'm like, man, hold on.
All right. Tap in and see, bro. Yeah, they lie, man. Don't do that. Stop capping, bro. Stop capping, man.
That would be fire though.
It would be fire, but I think they did it for too long though. They was talking about 6 days. Hold on, relax now. I can't go without blacked for more than 2 days. All right. So the 6 days shit, I'm finna hop on the XV. That black shit off. In a real way. In a real way. Not playing.
My boy's a black fan for sure. Okay, I fuck with it.
Y'all don't like black?
No, I do.
Well, y'all don't miss any. Do y'all watch interracial porn?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a connoisseur, but.
Yeah, I have no issue with it.
Come on, Mr. Safe Guy.
Yeah, get on the fucking list.
Sure, okay.
Okay,
from time to time, sure.
So would you guys be upset also if they had it for 6 days, only black?
No.
That's my favorite category, so I wouldn't trip, really.
That's your bag?
That's my bag.
The hefty bag for sure.
So you gonna touch nothing else.
I dabble in the black, you feel me? I dabble in the black.
Dabble. Y'all some safe niggas.
Nah, I'm not.
I dabble in the black.
I'm here first.
I ain't gonna lie. It's more other races than black. I'm not gonna lie. It's just.
You like Asians, huh?
No.
Yeah, I can see that.
No.
Sure.
What's wrong with the Asians?
No. Just no, I'm good.
Might be a little bag.
No, that's not a bag for me.
Latina bag, huh?
Susie.
That's a bag.
Okay, yeah, Latina.
That's a bag. That's a bag.
Okay, Christina. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sure. White bag, Latino bag. Feel me? That's a bag. That's a bag for me.
All right. So the Pornhub thing, it wasn't even.
It was a hoax.
It was a hoax.
It's fake. Don't even look at it.
Don't even know. Yeah.
I'm sorry. We already did the research for you.
We let down. It's over it, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm over it. Whatever. But Reebok, man. Talk to us about Reebok, Jan, man. Talk to me about it. They just cut the sponsorship deal off. And tell me about it. What's the details?
Let me get my little Reebok bag for you.
My little Reebok bag. Your AI bag.
Let me get my AI bag.
The answer. You finna be the answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna answer right now. Let me get my AI bag. But in the meantime, while I'm digging in my AI bag, let's talk about how Republic Records is gonna move the term urban from their catalog.
People have been calling for it for a long time.
They been need to do that, bro. That was hella racial.
The Creator really talked about it when he, what was it, a Grammy? When he won the Grammy for Eagle.
He aired it out.
He aired all that shit out. He was talking about it, talking about the word urban is just disrespectful. It's disrespectful, I feel like. And it's, we know what that means. And you're literally putting it.
It means niggas.
It means niggas, right? Exactly.
Niggas. All the niggas in urban.
Right.
I don't care if you're from the suburbs. From Colorado, nigga, the mountains, nigga. You urban, nigga.
And I feel like
urban as fuck.
And I feel
racism, though. It's racism in the music industry.
Yeah, and I feel like the term urban has just been one of those weird titles to where it's like, are you just trying to? Is that your way of saying like black? You feel me? Because like
code word. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a code word for black.
Like, urban, like urban music, urban like clothing. You feel me? Like it's always been like one of those weird.
I was about to get to that.
Yeah, it's like one of those weird like terms they use. Cause like
they use it in the fashion industry too. That shit is
a lot.
Well.
Oh, urban
fashion, urban wear. Exactly.
What does that mean? Like, so that means about living in certain spots to wear certain things. You feel
no,
me?
but urban wear is always what they put like the Kanye West, low key. He was advocating for this years ago too. Before he just got upset and was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try to be a designer. Like, I'm gonna try to be like high fashion."
Yeah.
He was arguing about that a long time ago. It's been a thing in clothing as well as music.
Yeah, out of the urban box.
Yeah. All the rappers that get clothing, it's urban.
Okay.
It's urban wear. It's not or streetwear. It's streetwear. It's not everyday clothing. It's streetwear. So
it's code. It's like it's modern day codes for black. This is what black is. It's putting us into a group when we're much more than a group.
Yeah. Basically, it's in the box, basically.
Yeah, cause I mean, bro, anybody else tell you, bro, Tyler the Creator's album, it's not a rap album, bro.
It's really not. It's different. It's really different.
It's not a rap album. As good as it was, I'm not saying it's not good and shouldn't have won awards. It's not a rap though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just grouping black people
literally
into
together.
some urban shit. That's just like it. you black, so both y'all urban.
Y'all rapping now.
Nigga, no, that's not how it works, bro.
That's not.
Yeah.
We're much more complex than that. We have many layers, different type of musicians. Where there's hundreds of thousands of black musicians, and we're not all in one genre, nigga. Yeah. We're not all urban.
Yeah, we're not at all.
Disappointing, but I am glad that Republic has been first to step up and say we need to get rid of this shit.
Yeah, that's big.
You know it's wrong, and it's
yeah, that's big. But when it comes to Reebok, so they end their partnership with CrossFit after an insensitive George Floyd tweet comment. So the tweet that they come to know, it said racism and discrimination are critical public health issues and demand an urgent response. And then the CrossFit CEO said it's Floyd 19.
Get the fuck out of here.
And Reebok said that they're gonna pull out.
Wait. I gotta read that again. Can you say it one more time? I'm sorry, God.
So the tweet said racism and discrimination are critical public health issues and demand an urgent response.
Facts.
And then he commented on the tweet and said it's Floyd 19, like COVID-19 is Floyd 19.
Am I the only one that? Cause I heard it the first time I was trying to put it together in response, but like, am I the only one that thinks that's not like terrible? It's terrible because you're a company.
Bad timing.
It's bad timing. You're a company, but I don't think it was meant to be in like a fuck that nigga. It was more so like.
Yeah, but
it is because they said it's a public health issue, so they saying it's like a virus. It's a virus.
Come on, bro.
It's bad. It's bad.
Like, be real, bro. We talking about racism and this nigga making jokes.
Yeah.
Floyd 19, bro. George Floyd.
They just said it was a public health issue.
I'm saying,
trying to say like he's like it's a virus. That's the same thing they were saying at the Black Lives Matter thing. They're like racism is a virus. So I'm not trying to vouch for the nigga, but at the same time,
what you doing?
Saying
this legitimizes what he's saying.
I'm not legitimizing it. I'm saying it's horrible, but what I'm saying is like
it's horrible, but how you say but after it's horrible?
I can't say that.
Well, I'm saying, but how is it? But what's the but?
But see, the reaction be automatic, like, oh my god, fuck all that, and it'd be like, it was stupid as hell that you made this joke, but like, nigga, was it the worst thing ever said? Like, it's not like it was a disrespect, like fuck that nigga. You get what I'm saying? He could have been like, nah, fuck that, or like, I'm not for that. He was trying to make something. He was trying to like relate to it, and he blew it, and he fucked up. That's what, like, go back to what I say. You shouldn't say anything sometimes. You should just not have a comment. He was trying to be clever. And push it.
So he gets a pass.
No, he don't get a pass, but I'm just saying he's trying to be clever. It didn't work. He don't get a pass though.
So is it okay for him to say this?
No.
Are you saying it's an overreaction?
No, I'm saying it's slightly overreaction, but it's not because it's company. So I guess it's like you got to cut ties for shit to look right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if it was a regular person, I'd be like, bro, what? And I'll just look at you crazy, and then you'd be like, all right. But it wasn't coming from I hate black people. Fuck this dude that died.
It's insensitive
as hell.
Which means that fuck black people. I'm saying, I'm being real, bro. At a time like this, where we're talking about George Floyd, and they make this tweet. I'm not even sure who the company was that put out the tweet that he replied to.
Reebok, right?
Yeah, no, it was CrossFit CEO. Like the whole
no. I'm saying the tweet that the CrossFit
it was the
CEO replied to was a different company.
It was Institute of Health Metrics, and it was like one of those.
Yeah, but
it was just insensitive and it was dumb.
Yeah,
which means I gotta cut ties
for sure.
And that's really major because when it comes to the CrossFit game, Reebok is like that's their sponsor, like that's their thing. So them cutting ties,
that's big.
Yeah, I mean, because CrossFit, Reebok. They're gonna fulfill their 2020 obligations, but after that, they're gonna cut ties completely, and that's big because that's a lot of money they're gonna lose, and that shows how sensitive this topic is because like they're not gonna be upset about losing possibly millions of dollars off this because of the issue. So shout out to Reebok for taking a stand. You know, you just gotta, like O said, you know what I mean, you gotta just be careful what you say.
Just don't say nothing.
Yeah. Think before you think. Think before you speak, and have your PR guy give you the green light before you do anything at this point, because some guys, they just...
Yeah, that nigga's tripping.
Yeah.
Just don't say
nothing. He needs to be, like, canceled.
And it's not the time to be, like...
Yeah.
I will
Is
say,
it canceled? Is it canceled to y'all?
For sure. It's not the time to be smart and try to be clever with shit. I will say that. Even if your response is not necessarily like I hate black people or I'm racist, it don't matter. You try to be clever and trying to come up with something that relatable is just don't say nothing. You just better off not responding. Or just liking the tweet if you actually agree with it. Mm-hmm. Or retweeting it.
Yeah, big facts. Just
It's okay. Retweet without a comment.
Leave it alone. Don't touch it at all, basically, man.
I think it puts a spotlight on a lot of people that need some education. I mean, a lot of people just feel like what they saying is cool and they can say this and that. I think that means that they require education. They just don't understand these subjects. They think that what they're saying is cool. They think it's regular conversation, and so much so where they can just reply and make jokes and things like that. Those different things that come off as insensitive is just miseducation. A lot of the stuff that we go through as black people isn't like put in history books. So the common person wouldn't know about it, and especially somebody that's in a position of power like we talked about earlier. If you're a billionaire, you don't need to figure out what's going on with anybody else.
You don't need
You're a billionaire. You are self-sufficient. You don't need to know what's going on. So for a guy like this, a CEO, I think that that puts it into an actual form. This is the actual person we're talking about. A CEO that's a millionaire and is insensitive to different topics regarding black culture, regarding black people, to the point where he could just, go off and just say whatever. So Reebok saying, nah, fuck that, and cutting ties, that's big. Because that's sending a message to a lot of other CEOs that feel like they could just say whatever and get it off just because that's how they feel. You have to really be educated before you speak, and you can't just say anything off the hip.
You got to. Yeah, so shout out to Reebok, man. Really major moves.
You want to get to some college football?
Yeah, man. Speaking of race, man, it's been a lot of stories coming out where coaches are being insensitive to their black players. And like a couple, I can't front. One that surprised me kind of was Clemson. They was one of the schools. It was Clemson, Iowa, and Utah.
That don't surprise me at all.
And
none of them schools surprise me. I'm
Clemson,
just saying that right now. Not there. One of them schools surprise me.
Iowa and Utah, right?
Okay, Clemson, Iowa, and Utah. My thing is, the issue with Clemson is one of the coaches was at a practice and basically a player was getting to another player and he said the N-word, right? And then one of the coaches, he said the N-word to try to tell them not to say the N-word, but it's like, why use the N-word at all? So that was one instance. And that same coach that had issues prior with other players when it comes to using the term.
Oh yeah, he's a bit habitual.
And what surprised me was Dabo, because I feel like Dabo, you feel me?
Defended him quick.
And I feel like that was one of the coaches were like, he seems cool, you feel me? Players fucking, you feel me? He in the locker room dancing people, you know what I mean? Like, and I never heard, like, okay, like Deshaun Watson, like he's a quarterback, you feel me? Like he was there, and like I never heard like after he left Clemson, like Deshaun, D-Hop, all these guys in the league, they never said nothing bad about like Dabo Swinney. So then, like, basically, players was in the locker room playing music, you feel me? You know what I mean? Before a game of practice, when they get turned, and a potential quarterback coach was walking through, and in the team meeting, Dabo basically said he don't want, like, potential, like, guests or, like, anybody coming through the locker room hearing nigga this and nigga that. So, like, basically just, like, don't play that music loud. And I feel like he could have said, don't play music that loud when we have guests, you feel me? Just be cautious instead of saying the N-word, you feel me? But I just feel like as a white coach, you should know that you shouldn't say certain things, you feel me? And
as a white person.
Yeah. And as a white person, you should know, you feel me? You can't say the N-word, you feel me? Like, it's just one of those unwritten rules, you feel me? Like, you can't say it.
Y'all got that shit off early.
Yeah, you feel me?
You can't say it no more. Sorry.
So, the Clemson one, you feel me? That was shocking. The Iowa one, I wasn't surprised.
Let's talk about Clemson, how that happened. Let's break it down.
It sounds habitual.
Let's get into it.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like the coach, you feel me? They said because how they trying to defend it is they're saying it after hearing it to tell the players not to say it, but I feel like you shouldn't say it at all.
One, you shouldn't say it, and I get that. I get what they trying to do, but like, you gonna tell a black person not to say nigga?
Yeah, and any Clemson players that heard this, don't stand back and don't just listen to that shit. Stand up and say some shit and speak up for yourself. Just know that what you're doing is right. I think a lot of times for players to actually do things, they don't understand if it's right or not. If the coach says nigga, stand up and tell him don't say that, and don't ever talk to the team in that manner. You shouldn't use that word. The same way they don't like for us to use that word on the field, because if you're a black football player, your white coach has told you, don't say nigga on the field. Don't say nigga out here. Don't say the N-word. Not nigga, but don't say the N-word out here. They always say that shit. So for them to try to say it out front of the team, it's like a show of power, like, fuck you, you know what I mean, big balls moment. Bro, stand up and say something. If you're at the team meeting, stand up and say something. Speak up for yourself and speak up for your people, no doubt. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can have a conversation with the coach afterwards in a private setting and really voice your opinion.
Yeah. And then another case that I wasn't surprised about was the Iowa strength and conditioning coach. He gets suspended after accounts of him mistreating black football players came out, and he's like he's the highest paid strength and conditioning coach in college football. And basically it was stories where the black football players they felt like they couldn't be themselves when they were walking through the football facility, and how they was always judged and how he would make fun of them. Like, it was a story where one player said that the coach asked him where he was at, and he said, "I'm at my girl's house." And then the strength conditioning coach, he pulled his pants down till he was sagging, turned his hat backwards. It was Malcolm saying, "I was at my girl's house," like just doing like doing goofy shit like that. And then how one player was from Detroit, and how they had, you know, Detroit, you feel me, like anywhere really but Detroit, you know what I mean, they have tattoos symbolize, you feel me. So he had a tattoo of Detroit. And the coach asked me from what's that about. He broke down to him, you know what I mean, gave him the whole meaning behind it. He told him, like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And how players couldn't walk around wearing like tank tops because they got tattoos showing, how they would tell the black players that's not the Iowa football way, and how you shouldn't do this and that, you gotta do this. And just making them feel like less of a person. And then it's sad because they're using these black football players. Because keep it a buck, if you look at our football, their best players is the black players. Let's be real. So you're mistreating your best weapons, your best assets that's bringing money to your program, and you're making them feel like they're less of a human. I was talking to Flex earlier. There's no way that I can play for a program and I don't feel comfortable walking through the facility. I shouldn't have to worry about me being myself, walking from the locker room to the weight room, from the locker room to the meeting room. You feel me? So it was sickening. And then I was one of those prestigious universities where they have a great history of college football, but it's just real sickening that this can be happening in today's time, you know?
Yeah, a lot of their top guys are usually skilled guys. Although, I mean, they have great players of all races, but if one race is not comfortable, that's not okay. If it's, you know what I mean? If the one Asian guy is not comfortable, that's not okay. No player should be uncomfortable on a football team, especially because a football team probably spends the most time together than any other sport.
Good football team is a family.
You are together most of the day, at least 6 hours out of the day. You with these people. And for somebody to be disrespecting you, for somebody to scare you or intimidate you on a daily basis is traumatizing.
It's tiring too.
Yeah, there's no way any NCAA, any athlete, period, should have to go through some shit like that.
Yeah, big facts. So that's sick, and that shows that Iowa doesn't have this cleanly image that they portray to have. You know?
I think the NCAA should, I'm not sure if this is a good thing that I'm saying or not, but if I can throw it out there, it popped up. I think the NCAA should do different probes into different programs. You know what I mean? I think they should, some type of undercover, some GA, some whatever they can, you know what I mean? Or work with the feds and do this to make sure that this shit is not happening. Because you don't really know about this unless you're a player or unless you're on the staff. Anybody that goes to the school, you kind of, you know, you hear people talk about it, but if you're not there, it's not the same. Yeah. So somehow they need to fix that shit.
And a lot of players that are speaking out, they're players that used to go to the school because you got to think.
After the fact.
Because you got to think while you're going there, it's kind of hard to speak out because you're scared that you're going to lose scholarship. You're scared that they're going to blackball you. Because there's nothing worse. We all knew a homie that was in the doghouse with the coach, and the coach wasn't fucking with him no matter what. So if you're a player going to a university and this is happening, sometimes, you feel me, you're afraid because you going there to play ball and you going there to potentially go play professional football or to get that degree that you want to help you in your professional career afterwards. You don't want to mess nothing up. So that's why a lot of people, they kind of bite their tongue when it comes to this matter. But I just want to let y'all know, don't be afraid. You feel me? Speak up. Especially at times like this, you have to speak up because everything matters at this point. You seen all this shit coming out. Everything counts. And this leads into the Utah DC. He used a racial slur back in 2013 through a text. And he has had a history of heated arguments with some players. He called one player the N-word, and and the player basically he said that he had received a half-assed apology afterwards, and the head coach said he knew nothing about this. And I feel like that's one thing head coaches do. Whenever like an assistant coach or like a G or a coach under them gets in trouble, they always do the I didn't know nothing about it bag.
Well, yeah.
But when we all know, Flicks and me, we play college ball. We know the head coach knows way more than what they, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The head coach orchestrates everything that's going on.
They have their hands in every asset of the team, from travel to special team sets. Like, you have to go through them. And coaches talk when they have meetings about everything. They're all around each other all day.
And I mean, if people that don't want to believe that, you could just think about this. The head coach is the boss. So every other coach reports to the head coach about everything, no matter what. Yeah. If you think about that, then you'll understand that the head coach knows everything all the time.
Yeah, big facts.
Oh, before we're about to get off YouTube, so we're gonna hop off of YouTube. Shout out to y'all. Good looking YouTube fam.
Big facts, big facts.
Look out for us next week.